From discoverwildlife.com, helicopter spots group of animals in southern Patagonia. From prehistoric to present, my name is Ethan. This is Creature Guide Live Daily News. You can catch new episodes throughout the day at Creature Guide Live on Rumble and YouTube. And don't forget to like, comment, and if you love talking about animals, share this show with everyone you know. Don't forget to catch our animal documentary commentary live stream on Saturdays at 6 p.m. Central on Rumble. Now, let's get into the animal news of the day. Okay, so a helicopter expedition stumbles upon group of rare large-eared animals in Patagonian mountains. There are thought to be fewer than 1,500 of these elusive mammals left in Chile and Argentina. Hmm. See where we are. So we're in southern South America. So this is close to the adjacent glaciers in the area, at least off the southwestern coast. A group of rare Huemul deer, a stocky mammal with short legs, thick fur, and large ears, has been found living in a remote region of Chilean Patagonia. The discovery was made during a recent rewilding Chile expedition in the rugged landscape of Cape Forward on the southern tip of South America. So there is a national park also adjacent to the glaciers, but also this mountainous region of southern Argentina and Chile over in South America where these deer exist. With fewer than 1,500 individuals remaining across Chile and Argentina, this new subpopulation is vital lifeline for the species. Here's another view of the area. Any deer can pop up? There he is. Okay, so this is a member of the. Where? Show me the deer. Show me the deer. Show me where are you? Oh, yeah, you found tracks. I'm glad, but there he is. Okay, stop. Okay. So these deer belong to a subfamily of the deer family known as the Caproluni deer, also known as the Tetacarpal deer. So these have a distinct type of bone structure as to other deer within the world. This also links like 20 other different species of deer alongside them. So these animals don't usually reach much more than 200 pounds, at least when referring to the males. Seems as if there's another one down here. No! Okay, there's a picture. Um, so they do score much smaller antlers than other species of deer. They also tend to have like 2 or 3 distinct points. The females don't usually surpass 160 pounds. These animals tend to feed on a wide variety of different species of flowers, young shoots in the region, even certain species of grasses, much more than certain other species of deer, and even certain species of shrubs native to the region. Now, it is also a close relative of the Takupa deer within the region, which is which also belongs to the same distinct species. So, also the Takupa deer inhabits much further north compared to its South Andean deer relative, also known as the Huemul deer. So here, let's go back to the article. The team identified 10 Huemul deer during a helicopter survey of a vast mountain area within what is set to become Cape Forward National Park. Oh, I thought there already was one. Finding viable populations in new areas strengthens the case for large scale conservation corridors and gives the species a better chance to survive, says Christian Salcedo, wildlife director of Rewilding Chile and leader of the expedition. Once widespread across Patagonia, the huemul, also known as the South Andean deer, has suffered dramatic declines due to centuries of hunting, habitat loss, and isolation. And okay, there's more of the. Okay, here's another picture. Oh, so here is the northern Huemul deer relatives. So, despite how similar these two animals look, these are two distinct species. The northern Huemul deer is also slightly smaller. The northern Huemul deer doesn't usually reach much more than 170 pounds. So, it's about a 30-pound difference when referring to the bucks. And by the way, these shrubs around here, he does feed on. So it's not like in many instances when you're seeing deer walk through an area. People also might tend to be more familiar with mule deer walking through sagebrush in different parts of Western North America. And they do occasionally feed on it, but tends to be more of like a last resort sort of food. Whereas this is a very common part of the northern Andean deer's diet. And one of their main predators is the South American puma within the region, which inhabits different parts of Chile, Argentina, and the deer are a valuable food source for this animal. But hopefully, they're not feeding on too many, and they're going to stick to um, mostly guanacos. And as horrible as that sounds, guanacos are not endangered within South America. There could be somewhere between 1 to 2 million of these animals roaming. Let me rephrase that. These small camels roaming Chile, Argentina, much of the semi-arid and arid regions of Western South America. Let's see. This could be another. Um, no, I think it is a tapuca. So this is the northern Andean deer, and not the South American Andean deer species that we're focusing on over in the article. So here is another startled puma. I'm guessing it's possibly a female. A lot of pictures of South American pumas tend to be females. They just tend to have quite a successful reproduction rate in different parts of Western South America, probably due to the abundance of guanaco in the region. But there is also the Southern Plains viscacha, which exists over in the rocky crevices adjacent to where the deer are existing. Also, possibly towards the more northern regions of the deer's range. They also feed on a wide variety of different species of grasses, occasionally lichen. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, that's a better picture. And it's probably, yeah, two males in the area. This newly discovered group seems to be faring well, likely thanks to the area's pristine roadless terrain, which has provided a natural refuge, but isolation alone is not enough, says Salcedo. We now have a unique opportunity to turn this area into a formerly protected national park that ensures its long term preservation. In 2024, the Chilean government signed an agreement to create a 300,000-acre national park in Cape Ford, a region that includes peatlands, temperate rainforests, and rich marine habitats. The designation was supported by a land donation of 231,000 acres from Rewilding Chile and Hopkins Conservation. Real quick, not you. Well, I mean, he eats them too, but this is the Wolfshund viscacha. So the one of the differences, well, a couple differences between the Wolfshund viscacha and the where are you? There you are. The Southern Plains viscacha. Besides the fact that I think this is a picture of a young Southern Plains viscacha, is that they do have quite a different pigmentation when it comes to their fur color. Also, the Southern Plains viscacha has much longer ears compared to the Wolfshound's viscacha. But the Wolfshound's viscacha actually feeds on a lot of fruit. Around 21% of this animal's diet consists of different species of fruit in the region. And a majority of the diet also consists of different species of native grass. They also don't feed for very long during the day. These are very lazy animals. So they spend much of their time just simply resting. And then towards the later afternoon, for about 3 to 4 hours, they might um, hop around to feed because these are members of the Chinchillidae lineage of rodents. So once they feed for 3 hours, they just simply sleep. And yes, they do bask in the sun to help warm themselves up. They're not cold blooded. They just, at the high altitudes that they exist within Argentina, we're talking easily over 12,000 feet. It can, dip below 20 degrees Fahrenheit fairly easily. That's also why, the pumas seem, well, not you, but they seem rather fluffy in many cases because it gets quite cool. Um, but besides that, it's good to hear that we have found a handful of the South Andean Huemul deer within the region. Hopefully, they're not hunted by the puma very much, or they're even poached. They seem to be in pretty good health, despite the low population. So I wonder if there are more in the region. So let me know what your favorite species of South American mammal is in the comments. And from prehistoric to present, my name is Ethan. This is Creature Guy Live Daily News. You can catch new episodes throughout the day at Creature Guy Live on Rumble and YouTube. Remember to like, comment, and if you love talking about animals, share this show with everyone you know. Don't forget to catch our animal documentary commentary live stream on Saturdays at 6 p.m. Central on Rumble, because nothing is better than all animals all the time.